training a puppy. And so what's really nice about that is that will actually, if she does have a little accident on it, which has happened, sorry, I'm trying to get this right height, that will allow me to toss that into the washer and wash it. But between washes, ladies, I can actually just wipe it. I have a designated Lucy EnviroCloth, and I can just, she's trying to get into my cabinets, I can just wipe that mess up. It works wonderfully. And that will allow me, I wipe it up and I spritz it with some of our odor eliminator. Now I can tell you the mix on that. It's 2 ounces of our odor eliminator to 8 ounces of water. Works wonderfully, because when people walk into my house, I want them to go, "Oh, you got a puppy," not, "Oh, you got a puppy." So with that said, the odor eliminator is awesome. You ladies are going to want that. Now, one of the other things that people wanted to know about was how I clean my smooth top stove. So basically, I'm going to move this over here and see, I'm going to tilt that just slightly so you can see the top of my stovetop, okay? So what I use is our awesome paste. And also a Sperry sponge. So I got my Sperry sponge wet, and I've got my paste right here. So basically what I'm going to do is take my sponge and just get a little bit of my cleaning paste on it, and then I'm just going to literally wipe this all over my smooth top stove. And it does wonderful, ladies. Then I'm going to grab a wet EnviroCloth, which isn't hard to do because I keep these under every sink, so they're always within reach. With my wet EnviroCloth, I'm simply going to wipe that paste mixture off, and then come in with that wonderful, because this is shiny, right? Come in with my window cloth and shine that up. And you have a clean, smooth top, okay? If you're wanting to clean, most of us have, I'm going to tilt this back up, and I see we've already went over to a new recording, and I'm not 100% sure why. I tell you what, ladies, me and technology are not getting along well this time. And I know it's a storm, I get that, but I just really wish it would be more kind to me. So, another question we had was, how do you clean your ovens? Well, most of us have self-clean ovens, and we are able just to turn that on and clean it. But Sherry mentioned that her problem is you can't clean the wire shelves. And that is true. If you're cleaning your oven with auto clean, you're supposed to take those shelves out, because otherwise it will ruin the coating on your stove. So I wanted to show you, and it's a lot easier for me to show you up here. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn a little bit away from that light. I'm sorry, we've got a little glare on these lights. I just pulled my wire shelf out so that I could show you how easy it can be to clean. Now, I told you about the paste and about the Sperry sponge. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about the Sperry net. So it's basically the same concept, ladies. They both clean wonderfully well, and I tend to compare these to kind of like the difference between a shovel and a backhoe. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but both do the same job. It's just one will do it a little quicker. So this is a little more aggressive, and I do want to try this in an inconspicuous place to make sure it's not scratching. I've had no issues with using this like inside my oven, on my wire racks, even the glass in the window of the oven. I think you saw my team leader, Debbie, do a phenomenal job with that. But you just need to be careful. You need to be careful where you use it. And again, test a small area, because it does have a lot of work, grit to it, I guess you might say. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but that's what comes to my mind. So I'm going to get this a little damp, and I'm going to go into my paste, which I love this paste. They do call it elbow grease in a jar, and oh my gosh, it works hard for you so you don't have to. So basically, I just wanted to show you, can you see how dirty my racks are? So it's a good thing Sherry wanted to know how to do this. So basically, all I'm going to do is just go back and forth on this one rack a little bit, just a few times. Alrighty, and I'll do another one right next to it because I don't know how easy it's going to be to see this. And then what I'm going to do is take my little trusty Enviro cloth and I am going to wipe that down. Now already you can see a huge difference between these and these just with those few wipes. It will clean up your shelving in your oven very quick and easy. Now, if you do not have an oven that does the automatic clean, we do have a grill and oven cleaner that you can use in your oven. So I'm going to grab my little sheet, my little cheat sheet, and make sure I didn't miss anything. So I will be right back. I need to grab that. I think I left it in the bathroom. I'll be right back. I bet you girls were saying, no, Teresa, you didn't leave it in the bathroom. You left it in the living room with your dusting supplies, and you'd be right. So basically, Mackenzie was asking about the shower. We talked about the pet floor, or the chenille head for the pets. We talked about the entry mat. I wanted to make sure I clarified that entry mat catches so much stuff. And one of the gals, I'm looking for my list here, Pat said keeping her farm utility room. I don't know if it was her floor or the whole room, but Pat, an entry mat at that, if you live in the country, I totally get that. I do too. I've got, 2 dogs, 3 cats, which 2 are outside, but they do try to come in. A husband, whom I love, who doesn't take his shoes off when he comes in the house. So I understand, and I live in the country on a dirt road, so I get all that. I can tell you these entry mats totally are game changers. I literally have invested in one for every entry in my house. I think you would find in your utility room that really cuts down on what gets tracked in, and then that mop system will take care of keeping it sparkling and looking beautiful. So, and then Ampero, and I hope I say that correctly. She's got such a pretty name. We dusted for her, and Mac was the one who asked about the shower. So everyone who called in, I did put your name in a drawing, and I'm going to draw out a name for those who called in or who sent their cleaning deal in. So let's see who our winner is. And our winner is Sherry Chateau. Sherry asked about the racks in the oven. So Sherry, you are going to be getting an Enviro scrub from me. Ladies, I so appreciate you joining in, and I do think this recording is going to be in 2 parts, and I apologize. This has not been a good 2 days with this storm moving in for me to do anything technical-wise. So thanks for joining in. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day.